Why does helping a stranger often feel so awkward in our modern society? It's a question that may have crossed your mind as you've navigated the bustling streets of our interconnected world. Yet, despite this connectedness, the act of extending a helping hand to a stranger often brings a sense of unease, a peculiar feeling of awkwardness. This phenomenon isn't isolated. It's a shared experience, a collective discomfort that permeates across cultures and societies. We're not talking about the fleeting awkwardness that comes with a missed handshake or a misinterpreted joke. No, this is the kind of awkwardness that lingers long after the moment passes. An awkwardness rooted in a complex web of societal norms, individual fears, and the ever-evolving landscape of human interaction. This discomfort, this awkwardness, it's more than just a feeling. It's a symptom of a larger issue, a societal challenge warranting exploration. So, let's dive into the reasons why this awkwardness exists. We begin with the fear of rejection, a powerful deterrent in offering assistance. It's an emotion deeply rooted in our human nature, and it's amplified when we consider helping strangers. Why? Because our society is marred by skepticism and mistrust. When we extend a helping hand to someone unknown, it can be misconstrued as intrusive or suspicious. Instead of appreciation, we fear receiving rebuffs or hostility. This fear of rejection is not unfounded. It stems from a society where interactions are often laced with ulterior motives and where trust is not easily given. It's like walking on eggshells, where one wrong move can lead to misunderstanding and conflict. So, we often choose the path of least resistance, keeping to ourselves, refraining from intervening, and avoiding the risk of rejection. This fear, this dread of being rejected, has a significant impact on our willingness to help. In the era of social distancing and a cultural emphasis on individualism, the dynamics of offering help have changed. The COVID-19 pandemic has ushered in a new norm, where maintaining physical distance is not just recommended, but often mandated. This has complicated the already awkward act of reaching out to a stranger in need. A simple gesture of assistance might now be seen as a potential health risk, adding another layer of awkwardness to the equation. Now let's turn our attention to the ideology of individualism, a cornerstone of contemporary society. There's a prevailing notion that we should be self-sufficient, that needing help is a sign of weakness or incompetence. This mindset often makes us hesitant to offer assistance to strangers, as it could inadvertently imply that they are incapable or deficient in some way. These factors have reshaped our understanding and approach to offer help. The rise of digital communication and fear of potential consequences play a significant role in this problem. As we navigate the digital age, we're increasingly engaging through screens, swapping face-to-face interactions for digital ones. This shift, while offering convenience, has an unintended side effect. It has eroded our sense of empathy, that human connection that fuels spontaneous acts of kindness. We're becoming more disconnected in our connected world, and this digital disconnect reduces our willingness to help strangers. Simultaneously, we're living in a society that's increasingly aware of risks. The fear of potential legal liabilities and negative outcomes looms large. Imagine offering help to a stranger only to face legal repercussions or unintended negative consequences. This fear, whether founded or unfounded, can deter people from stepping forward, even when their assistance could be instrumental. These factors contribute to the reluctance to extend a helping hand. Together, the digital disconnect and risk perception shape our interactions, often dissuading us from offering help when it's needed most. The normalization of indifference and information overload also play significant roles in this issue. Over the years, society's norms and attitudes have subtly shifted, prioritizing individual interests over collective welfare. This shift has normalized indifference, creating an environment where apathy towards a stranger's plight is accepted rather than challenged. As a result, the act of offering help to someone unknown may feel like a deviation from the norm, further amplifying feelings of awkwardness. At the same time, the age of digital communication has brought with it an avalanche of information, bombarding us with news and media content every second of every day. This constant stimulation can lead to desensitization and compassion fatigue, where we feel emotionally detached from the suffering and adversity we see. It's like a defense mechanism against the overwhelming volume of distressing information. Ironically, this desensitization can decrease our inclination to help when we encounter unfamiliar situations. These elements further complicate the act of offering help in today's society. Despite these challenges, there are potential solutions to this problem. At the crux of the matter is a need to promote empathy. By understanding and sharing the feelings of another, we become more inclined to help, even if the other person is a stranger. This can be cultivated through various means such as education, storytelling, and immersive experiences that foster empathetic connections. In addition, encouraging community engagement can help to build bridges between individuals. Participating in shared activities or initiatives not only facilitates social interaction, but also fosters a sense of community and mutual responsibility. This can help to mitigate feelings of awkwardness when offering assistance to others within the same community. Lastly, we need to foster a culture of kindness and cooperation. This involves challenging the norms of indifference and promoting the benefits of mutual aid and cooperation. By doing so, we can create a society where helping a stranger is not an awkward act, but a natural and valued response. By adopting these strategies, we can begin to overcome the awkwardness of helping strangers. To sum up, the awkwardness of helping strangers in today's society is a complex issue. It's a confluence of fear of rejection, social distancing norms, cultural shifts towards individualism, the disconnection caused by digital communication, risk perception, normalization of indifference, and information overload leading to desensitization. These factors intertwine, culminating in a hesitance to extend a helping hand to a stranger. But there's light at the end of the tunnel. Solutions lie in fostering empathy, promoting trust, and redefining societal norms. We can harness technology to reconnect, using it as a tool for understanding and shared experiences rather than a barrier. By reevaluating our attitudes towards risk and liability, we can mitigate the fear associated with helping strangers. Lastly, by actively combating the normalization of indifference and managing the information we consume, we can maintain our capacity to care and help others. By understanding these factors, we can work towards creating a society where helping strangers is less awkward and more commonplace.